Today we are going to learn about opportunity cost and marginal opportunity cost in accordance with production possibility frontier or production possibility curve. The concept of opportunity cost is applicable to the individual as well as the economy. For an individual, opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative foregone when availing a particular alternative. For example, Mr. Raghav is working as a sales manager in Birla Industry at a salary of rupees 40,000 per month. He received two more job offers. He got an offer of rupees 30,000 from Reliance Industry and offer of rupees 35,000 from Tata Industry. For Mr. Brijesh, the opportunity cost of working as a sales manager in Birla Industry is the value of the next best alternative foregone, that is rupees 35,000. Same way, if you decide to spend 2 hours studying on a Friday night, the opportunity cost is that you cannot have those 2 hours for leisure. So we have another example here. Enter the workforce at 16. If you enter the workforce at 16 without educational qualifications, you start earning money straight away. But the opportunity cost is that you lose out on the potential of getting better qualifications and possibly a higher salary in the longer run. So, similarly, since resources of an economy are scarce, there is always a cost of producing an additional unit of one good in terms of the amount of other goods sacrificed. This is called opportunity cost of an additional unit of the good. Opportunity cost is sometimes called the economic cost because of its importance in economics. So, according to the nation, we have various examples like tax cuts. If the government offers an income tax cut, the opportunity cost is that government revenue cannot be used to finance some aspect of government spending. Same way for the cost of war. If the government spends 870 billion on war, it is 870 billion they cannot spend on education, health, care or cutting taxes or reducing the budget deficit. So on the basis of the opportunity cost, we have the another term that is called marginal cost. As the word marginal means additional, so it can be defined as the number of units of a good sacrificed to produce an additional unit of another good. Marginal opportunity cost or MOC signifies the rate of sacrifice of the other good. MOC can also be termed as marginal rate of transformation, that is MRT. It is the ratio of units of one good which the economy will have to sacrifice to produce one more unit of the other good. As you can see in the diagram, sacrificed goods are always depicted on y-axis and gaining goods are always depicted on x-axis. So the formula of MOC is to find out the amount of change. The formula is change in y upon change in x. Change in y is always the loss or the sacrificing amount and change in x is always the gain, which is the gaining amount of the good. So let's do based on this. We have one numerical example here related to Maggi and pasta. As you can see in the diagram, the amount of or the production of Maggi is declining, but pasta is increasing. Since we have limited resources in our economy, so we have to sacrifice the production of one good to gain the other good. And the role of MOC is to find out the amount of change. So the solution is MOC, that is marginal opportunity cost of producing more pasta, is equals to change in loss of output of Maggi divided by change in gain of output of pasta. So the definition of opportunity cost according to the question is opportunity cost of producing an additional unit of pasta when some resources are shifted from the production of Maggi to the production of pasta is, this is how you can calculate. Just write the amount in vertical form, Maggi, pasta and MOC. Maggi is the sacrificing good or is the loss. Pasta is the gaining good here. According to the formula, change in loss upon change in gain. So what is the change here? See, 90 minus 100 is 10 and then 25 minus 0 is 25 because pasta is the gaining good. So 10 divided by 25 is equals to 0.4. Same way for the second combination where 70 minus 90 is 20 and 50 minus 25 is 25 and the answer is 0.8. Same way you have to find out for all the combinations which are given in the numerical. And then what will you get? You will get the amount of MOC. And here we can see that the amount of MOC is increasing. As we are sacrificing the production of Maggi to gain the more production of pasta, MOC is continuously increasing. And due to this increasing MOC, the shape of production possibility curve is concave to the origin. And to get the shape of PPC, we need to plot the amount of Maggi and pasta on a curve. Since Maggi is the sacrificing good, so it should be plotted on y-axis because y-axis always shows the sacrificing amount. And since pasta is the gaining good, so it should be plotted on x-axis because x-axis shows us the gaining amount. In accordance of this, we have the various shapes of possibility curve, that is production possibility frontier or transformation curve. So this is how on the basis of opportunity cost you can define the various shapes of production possibility curve, which is entirely dependent on the opportunity cost. So if the opportunity cost is increasing, then the shape of the curve is concave to the origin. This is the only reason. And if marginal opportunity cost is constant, then the shape of production possibility curve, that is PP curve, is a straight line. And the third case is if the marginal opportunity cost is decreasing, then the shape of production possibility curve is convex to the origin. Here you can see the shapes. First is concave to the origin, which is only because of increasing marginal opportunity cost. Here, the shape of the curve is downward sloping straight line. It is only because of the constant marginal opportunity cost. And in the third diagram, the shape of production possibility curve is convex to the origin, which is due to the decreasing marginal opportunity cost. And don't forget this, that on y-axis, the sacrificing good is depicted and on x-axis always the gaining amount of the good is depicted. Whatever the case would be, either it is concave, convex and the straight line downward sloping. On the basis of this shapes of production possibilities curve, we are moving to the next numerical, that is the calculation of MRT. So let's learn how we can calculate MRT. Here you have to state the nature of shape of PPC as well. Possibilities are given from A to F. Good X amount is given and good Y amount is given. So first rule is you have to identify that which good is the gaining good and which good is the sacrificing good. So from the numerical we can say that good X is the gaining good and good Y is the sacrificing good. And sacrificing good should always be in the numerator and gaining good should always be depicted on the denominator. So let's start calculating the numerical on the basis of the formula, which is MOC or MRT is equals to change in Y upon change in X. So first is blank because we don't have the previous combination here. We don't have the previous production possibility combination here. So 80 minus 100 is 20. and 5 minus 0 is 5. So 20 divided by 5 is equals to 4. Same way, 60 minus 80 is 20 and 10 minus 5 is 5. So 4 is the answer. Continuing with the next possibility, that is D. Again the change is 20 and here the change in good X is 5. So the answer is 4. And till point F, till possibility F, we are getting MOC, that is 4, which is constant here. So constant MOC shows us that the shape of PPC is a straight line and that too should be downward sloping. Why it is downward sloping? Because one good is sacrificing to gain the other good, right? So next we have calculate MRT and comment on the shape of PP curve. So here we are given with the combinations of hot packets and eggs, and the production possibilities are given here, that is from A to E. Hot packets are from 15 to 2 and eggs are from 0 to 18. So let's see that which good is the gaining good and which good is the sacrificing good. So here according to the question, eggs are gaining good and hot packets are sacrificing good. So as we know that we don't have the previous combination, so we cannot calculate the first possibility. So second possibility is 6 minus 0 is 6, which is a gaining good, and 12 minus 15, the change in hot packet is 3. So 3 divided by 6 is equals to 0.5. Same way, 11 minus 6 is 5, should be shown in the denominator, and 12 minus 9 is 3, right? So is equals to 0.6. 15 minus 11 is 4 and 6 minus 9 is 3, that is 0.7. And the last production possibility combination is 18 minus 15 is 3 and 2 minus 6 is 4. So 4 divided by 3 is equals to 1.3. So what is the conclusion on the basis of this question and what is the shape of PP curve? The conclusion is MOC is increasing because one good is sacrificing to gain the other good, and other good here is X, right? And the shape of PP curve on the basis of this numerical should be concave to the origin. So what do we learn today? We learned about opportunity cost, marginal opportunity cost. What is the role of marginal opportunity cost for the shape of production possibility curve? And there are three shapes of production possibility curves depending on the nature of opportunity cost, that is concave, convex and downward sloping straight line.